I must emphasize real quick, this is Bronson Hayes Edgerton in St. George, Utah, still being held captive through mind-controlling technology by militants in the Utah military bases everywhere on Earth pertaining to the United States of America, pertaining to the United States of America property, and being held hostage through mind-controlling technology, subsignaling technology, neurological visors, military neurological visors with like goggle-looking things. And I just want to emphasize that if I weren't being targeted through mind-controlling technology, why is it since I believe I was at Denny's near St. George Boulevard here in St. George, Utah, where there are militants that are militia, I've just heard through subsignal, in the St. George, Utah Police Department, the Washington County Sheriff Department, and the Washington City Police Department. But I believe it was at Denny's where the militants within the military, most likely through the militants within the police departments, which are, they're behaving like terrorists, mind controlled me to lose my wallet, I believe at a Denny's. And ever since I lost my wallet, I've had approximately six to nine encounters with that were illegal. They were illegal encounters by the militants within the police departments, where not one time since I was mind controlled through subsignal to lose my wallet did they ask me for my identification. Not one time. Not one time since then. Not one time since I lost my wallet. Being mind controlled through subsignal, illegal mind control through subsignal technology by the militants and terrorists within the United States of America's military, based everywhere on Earth, because anyone with mind controlling technology can communicate with anyone with mind controlling technology anywhere on Earth, as long as there is that subsignal technology, such as I've showed in earlier videos here in St. George, Utah. Not one time has a Washington County Sheriff, a Washington County or Washington City police officer, or a St. George police officer, where militants and terrorism resides in all of those entities, and I'm assuming within the Utah Highway Patrol, because highway patrolmen live here in Washington City, Utah, and St. George, Utah, and previous military personnel do as well, because I've heard that through mind-controlling subsignal technology. Not one time have they asked me for my wallet, or not one time have they asked me for my identification, since I was mind-controlled to lose my wallet and my identification, which I find very strange. If mind control warfare unto citizens who are innocent, and I am abducted at this time. I was abducted in East Morgan County by the Morgan County Sheriff Department, the Logan County Sheriff Department, and the City of Brush Police. I showed them 132 seconds of video surveillance per my mobile device, my Samsung Galaxy On 5, to inform Sheriff Deputy Price that I was innocent of any investigation or charges they may implement, and still I was arrested, tased 3 times, sedated with lorazepam and haloperidol, with nine individuals around me. Nine or so, somewhere around there. The East Morgan County Hospital would have that video surveillance if the CIA would like it. But yeah, I was abducted, and ever since then the police encounters have been very aggressive, very frequent compared to before, 2 years ago, and before I was and compared to before I was abducted, I never had a speech impediment. And I never. And I wrote the Central Intelligence Agency, all of the individuals I named before, the Federal Bureau of Investigation, I've written, and no agency pertaining to law enforcement communicated with me. I wrote 7 letters from the Logan County Sheriff Detention Center, when I was illegally abducted and transported. Yeah, that's another thing. I was abducted by illegal arrest in the city of Brush, Morgan County, Colorado, and transported to Sterling, where the Logan County detention facility is, which is highly strange. It's very strange. And now, Bronson. And so yeah, I'll stop this video and I'll post it in some time. And yeah, I've also called the FBI. I've called Interpol, Washington D.C. I've called no, not the Central Intelligence. For some reason, I'm being mentally blocked not to call the Central. There's for a reason, Bronson. Yeah, I'm serious, man. Yeah, I'll post this video very shortly. Yeah.